Today we are gonna be taking a look at some of the most epic smartphone fails ever, starting off pretty bad but ending up in complete disaster. Now Red is a company that specializes in Hollywood cinema cameras, and their cameras are in fact pretty good. But things took a different turn when the company released its first smartphone. The Red Hydrogen 1 started off as an exciting idea with a holographic display and an ultra high-end modular camera system. While building this phone, Red focused too much on standing out that they forgot why most phones are built the way they are. So they completely skipped over the trend of having an OLED display and small bezels. This resulted in a phone that was not very appealing to the consumers. Plus, Red Hydrogen 1 was delayed 2 times due to manufacturing problems and resulted in a messy situation. Now, unlike the rest of the list, the Galaxy Fold is available for sale today. As its name implies, the Fold has a fold-up screen, the first of its kind to ever reach the market. But innovation isn't going to outweigh usability. The problem is that the phone costs around $2,000, and Samsung has already had to stop the production once because of the breaks. There was later a teardown by iFixit, which showed a number of vulnerabilities like the gap in the screen bezels or the hinge when the screen is folded up. They both give clear room for dirt to get trapped in. And despite many changes to the initial design, it is still rated as alarmingly fragile with the potential for dust to ruin the display. By the way, if you enjoy straight up to the point content like this, a sub to the channel would be amazing. In 2013, Blackberry released their new phone, the Blackberry Z10. In the Z10, Blackberry added their own OS instead of going with Android. Blackberry OS had some major problems, like it had a smaller app gallery as compared to Android and iOS, and the overall user experience was not as polished as its competitors. Google's Project ARA was designed to be the modular system that will let you build a smartphone with only the features you wanted. For example, if you don't need a front-facing camera, don't attach that module. With each new advance, you could swap out the pieces and have a newer, faster phone without losing all your other options. But there were just too many problems to this, the main boiling down to complexity. Imagine this: Google is offering people essentially a frame on top of which consumers can pick and choose the parts they want. But what if different consumers want different sized phones? Does Google then offer 5 different sizes of frames, then separate sized versions of every single component to go with them? So there was never really a final product announced. The Samsung's extra large Note 7 was probably a great phone, but it had a bunch of batteries that caused it to explode thanks to a design flaw. When the phones exploded, they were recalled and remanufactured, and somehow the new phones exploded again. In one big hit, Samsung had done 2 things that no company ever wants to be caught doing: putting the customer at risk and making the same mistake twice. Hence, Note 7 is the best phone no one should ever use for their own safety.